Hey, what is going on, guys? Stimzy here, and I am back again with another video. About 5 minutes ago, I was just like wondering what I could do for a video, cause school started and I can't really do videos during the week so much. So when I can make videos, I want to do them as much as I can. But I was wondering what videos I can make, and I had no ideas. So then I remembered something that happened 4 years ago, or no, four. I just said 4. Like, it was like either 1 to 3 years ago on a camping trip. And actually, I have 2 things to share. One of them was the 2 years ago on a camping trip, and the other one happened a little more recently and was a lot scarier. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, before I get into the story time thingamajigger, I just wanted to address something that I know someone's gonna comment on my last video. It was a cutcom. This was my second cutcom ever, and I know I did exceptionally bad. Like, I don't think anyone could do as bad as me if they tried. I know I really did bad. I'm not usually that bad at Call of Duty, okay? I'm usually okay, I'm pretty decent. It depends on the day. But actually, if you didn't catch my previous videos, I mentioned all the time that I have a lot of trouble multitasking. In my first cookom, I mentioned that I struggle with multitasking, so definitely check that out. I'll leave a link to it in the description. And yeah, so just wanted to address that before anyone commented on my last video. Yeah, anyways, let's get right into the story. About 2 years ago, every Memorial Day weekend, we go to this place. It's a 9 Mile Lake, and we fish there and we camp out there with family and stuff, and it's pretty fun. However, my dad uses, when we light fires and stuff, he calls it liquid encouragement, but it's kerosene. So basically what you have to do is you have to pour it fast enough so the fire doesn't follow the kerosene back up the stream. If you don't know what kerosene is, it's just a flammable substance. Not like gasoline. Gasoline is way more dangerous to use for fires, but a little bit like it. And if you pour it in, there's a stream that comes in, and the fire will follow it back up the stream into the cup, and then light your hand on fire, basically. And so you make sure not to do that. You make sure to kind of throw it kind of like in a big spit of kerosene rather than pouring it, because that's really dangerous to do. And he went out to go do something I think he just went out to go to the bait shop because we were gonna go fishing the next day. So we went over to make a reservation to rent a boat, and it took him a while. It took him like an hour, and it was pretty cold outside. And my dad's girlfriend, or my stepmom, I'm just gonna reference her as my stepmom throughout this video. Her name, so yeah, my stepmom, basically, she decided, hey, it's kind of cold outside. All the kids probably want to make marshmallows because, we just ate dinner. And, yeah, basically what happened is she doesn't know that you're not supposed to pour it. And that's not it. She also used gasoline instead of kerosene, so that's bad enough itself, because the gasoline is way more unstable and it's way more dangerous, like 5 times more dangerous than kerosene. So what she did is she basically poured it into the fire that was little tiny flame, and then all of a sudden, the fire follows through and lights her hand on fire. I was in the camper at the time, but I just hear my stepsister start like kind of like screeching a little bit, like, oh my god, and I was freaking out because I thought something like, oh, terrible, like she'd be okay, but I thought something terrible happened. Like, we had a little 5-year-old named Hunter. He's my nephew, and I thought he fell into the fire or something because he was outside at the time. But nope, my stepmom's hand got lit on fire, which really also was very scary and very horrible. So yeah, that happened. On to the next story, guys. This one is a little more horrific. And basically what happened is one day, on one beautiful day, I was inside watching Psych on Netflix, and my dad was working outside because he remodels our house. He doesn't hire anyone, he does it his own, and you know, sometimes we help, my brother and I help. But today he didn't need our help today. He was doing it all by himself. And he was using the saw outside, cutting wood, you know, what you would do if you were remodeling a house, you know, just the works. And he was cutting wood. And while he wasn't thinking when he did this, while the piece of equipment was still going, there was a little chunk of wood next to the equipment. So he decided to grab that piece of wood and, you know, throw it out. He grabbed it and kind of pushed it a little too far into the saw, and basically when he grabbed it, it yanked his hand into the saw and cut his finger. It didn't cut it off. I thought it would have been off, like, so I was so scared. Then it cut his finger, and basically he comes inside with me, I was eating a sandwich, watching Psych. All of a sudden he comes inside with a towel. He goes into the bathroom and there's blood all over the floor. And he's not freaking out or anything. Feel too much? He felt like numbness. He said he felt numbness. He didn't really feel too much at first because the adrenaline rush. But you know, he just comes in, not freaking out too much. You know, he was pretty calm. Comes inside, then he says, "Alright, we need to go to the emergency room." And I was freaking out. We got in the car, and then he calls my stepmom, which I mentioned in the previous one, and she's a nurse. So he calls her and asks her what to do. And she just says, you know, keep your hand up so all the blood flows down to like your arm instead of your hand. You know, that's what we did. We go to the emergency room, you know, sit there for a while. We watch Saving Private Ryan and Black Hawk Down, then it was getting late, so our mom came in and picked us up from the emergency room because, you know, we had school the next day. That was a Sunday, and a week later we see him, and his finger, luckily it's not cut off. It's about like 2 centimeters shorter, but it's not anything too big. And you know, to this day he can't feel anything in that. He can't feel anything in the tip of his finger, which sucks, you know, but it was bad. It was pretty bad. And I was very scared, like extremely scared that something would happen. But yeah. Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.